What's good, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets. I'm here with my partner Reoz, bringing you guys some NFL player props for the Super Bowl here. We are back on Prize Picks, and look at the amount of categories they have here on Prize Picks. Over 20 different categories to choose from over here, and they've been doing promotions all the way up into the Super Bowl. Right now, we have a first half promotion for Travis Kelce for his receiving yards. That has 2 hours left. You can get a discount on that. But Mahomes, that's like the big discount, has 8 hours left. Be sure to go punch that in before tomorrow because it only has 8 hours left. He needs half a passing yard. It's essentially a free square. We're going to start the video by punching that one in. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be taking that in most of their lineups. I don't know if there's a max you can put on it. It's usually around $25, so I'm assuming if you've already used it, you won't be able to use it again. But obviously, we're going to punch it in to start this video. So thank you for being here. We're also going to be going live tomorrow around noon Eastern time. So tune in, hit that subscribe button to not miss the notification when we do go live. We're going to be answering all questions for the Super Bowl. Like I said, ton amount of categories, not only for the full game, but for first half. We're going to be answering some sports book stuff, some betting questions, whatever you guys are interested in. We will be here to open up, talk about the game. Me and Reoz, our thoughts, our opinions. It's going to be a really fun game to watch. There's a lot of narratives, a lot of storylines, so it's going to be a really, really good one. So thank you guys for tuning in. Before we start the video, Reoz, tell them about the Patreon.
Yeah, we got a lot of great stuff going on over on the Patreon. We've continued to give out winners for NBA over there. We're going to have a ton of stuff for the Super Bowl tomorrow. Highly recommend getting in there. Like Dale said, we're going to be doing props. We're going to be doing bets, parlays, you name it. It's going to be all on the Patreon. So highly recommend getting in there. $15 a month, checking it out. NBA has been amazing so far the month of February. We have a couple things in the work for the month of February, definitely over on the Patreon. So get in there. Highly recommend. You can double, triple, quadruple your money. We are giving out winners. So it's going to be linked in the description below, and you can also find it at patreon.com/upstate.
And even though NFL is ending, we plan on carrying on some XFL stuff, which actually starts the week following the Super Bowl. So if you're interested in some more football, you're a football fanatic just like I am and Reoz is as well, we are going to be covering some XFL stuff, not only on YouTube, but over on the Patreon as well. A little bit more narrative to come over there. We're trying to keep as much content fresh and as much content as possible for you guys. So let's dive right into the player props. I'm going to go with someone in the rush and reception touchdowns. I'm going to go Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce over rush plus reception touchdowns. I really like this line both the guys. Obviously Travis Kelce is the main one here, but maybe there's like some outside shot in the dark Jason Kelce scores, but obviously you're relying on Travis Kelce here, and I think this is going to be an amazing matchup for him. I think they're going to be running a ton of 3 tight end sets. I don't know who's going to win this battle up front. Obviously, both teams have an amazing pass attack. There's so many different narratives in this game, and I just think Travis Kelce is one of the ones who's just the most steady here. We've seen him score in 8 out of his last 9 playoff games. We know where the ball's going, even in the Super Bowl where it did blow out, where Tampa Bay ended up, absolutely manhandling Kansas City. We still saw Travis Kelce have a solid matchup and a solid game there. So we can see a lot of things out of Kelce no matter how this game swings. And I think Kelce's almost a lock here to score one. And just throwing Jason in there is just a fun little thing that they did on Prize Picks. So really like this line for him. I think obviously he's the go-to guy in this offense. The receivers seem like they're going to be more healthy than they were in that game against Cincinnati. So we should see a lot of normal Chiefs offense here. And obviously Kelce's the featured guy. So give me this prop.
Yeah, love that. Love that play. We've seen Kelce play super well in the Super Bowl, and this is definitely going to be a high-scoring game. So with Tyreek Hill not on this team, it just continues to be a Travis Kelce show. So really love that. I'm going to jump over 2 receptions with A.J. Brown over 5. I think this is an awesome line for him. And really, when they acquired him during the draft, making the trades to get him, this was what they wanted. They wanted to get to the Super Bowl. We know they pretty much had you could say an easy ride, but they have just looked so good all year, and it's the dynamic between him and Hurts. It just seems to get it done every single game. He racks up double-digit targets. He just seems to be unstoppable, and especially in a game like this, by far their hardest matchup. They got to rely on AJ Brown. This is the reason why they acquired him. We know Devontae Smith has been playing very well in the playoffs, but this is not going to be a game where Philly's going to be up by 2, 3 touchdowns. This is going to be a very close game. The ball is going to be spread out everywhere, but we know when the game is close, when the possessions matter in a big way, they're going to be looking for AJ Brown. He has an amazing catch radius. He seems to always be able to go up and grab that ball. But the big thing for me here is the fact that his line is at 5. We've seen throughout the season it's been 7 or 8, and this is definitely a discount in a harder matchup. But this Kansas City Chiefs defense isn't the best that the Philadelphia Eagles have seen so far this season. So I love this line. I love AJ Brown. I'm probably going to have a ton of props for him in the Super Bowl. Lock it in over 5 catches.
Yeah, and you see those final two games, against New Orleans and the Giants. Obviously, he doesn't have Hurts in those matchups, and he's had a quiet playoff so far, but they've kind of steamrolled everyone they've went through. And like you said, this game should be a lot closer, a lot higher scoring. So A.J. Brown, the guy they're paying the big dollars for and they're leaning on a ton, should have a solid matchup and a solid game here. So that's going to be our 3-player props if you include the Patrick Mahomes one. Like I said, you could take this first half one if you're here early for Travis Kelce. That's just a line I really do like a lot. But Reoz, before we get off the video, who's your Super Bowl pick?
I like the Eagles.
And we're going to end it there because I hate Reoz and I probably won't talk to him until Monday because I think Kansas City's going to win. And he hates for me to say that because he's a Broncos fan and they own the Broncos. So we'll see you guys next time. Happy NFL season. It's been a fun one. And hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you live tomorrow. Peace.